Hello, quilters. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to see you. Running in to sit down on time to log on. Um, I took a couple of days off because I needed it, but I've been working all day. I have the comments open, so please leave a comment so I know they're working. We are having just a beautiful February. We've had sunny, no precipitation, nice weather, and I'm really, really thrilled. It doesn't get much better for February. People are like, oh, it's a little cold because we're in the 30s. February. I think I'm good with it. Let's see. I'm just writing down notes of things to talk to you about. So I just ran outside to take a picture of a quilt, and it was brisk, but I was able to do it without a coat as opposed to walking outside and going, it's so cold, I can't breathe. Hello in Minnesota, Krista. I am so glad you are here. I have some news, some new things, and some updates. Last weekend, I taught at So Inspired in Simsbury, Connecticut. Fabulous quilt shop. It's eye candy from the second you walk in. I taught at their long arm quilting club about how to machine quilt in blocks because that seemed to be something people had been asking a lot of questions. I had taught there last month for their the machine quilting club as well. And a lot of people are saying, what do I do with this block? How do I quilt this block? So I talked about how to machine quilt a block and packed so many quilts that my husband had to carry and drive. Hello, Patty in Ohio. I'm so glad you're here. And in the afternoon, I taught hands-on home sewing machine class. It's a class I call Line 'em Up. I teach this at guilds or shops. And that's always a wonderful class. It's kind of an introductory version of First Steps to Machine Quilting, First Steps to Free Motion Quilting, the class I have online. But it's me, it's everyone together in the class, and we work on, answering your questions. It's live. It was a great time. And I had 12, I think, fantastic students that all went home more comfortable with their machine than when they left. And we will be booking that again. So that was wonderful. And it was very exciting. I love teaching. It makes me feel so happy. And after the couple years I've had, it was so great to be in the classroom. I took my folding stool with me, my folding bar stool, a folding bar stool with me. And I sat on it sometime, but I was actually standing more than half of the time. And it was okay. I felt like I was beat by a stick afterwards, but I stood and it was wonderful. So happy to report that the heart and the back both seem to be getting better. I'm trying to see when I'm teaching next. So I think my next teaching day is not until March. I think that was it for February. So I am teaching in New Hampshire at Bits and Pieces in Pelham, New Hampshire, near Boston, from the 7th through the 10th of March. And then I'm teaching at the Warwick Quilt Guild locally. That's just in New York, Eastern New York, not far from New York City, at the Warwick Quilt Guild on the 19th. And I'll be teaching those hands-on classes again. So I'm looking forward to that. As I'm booking more, I keep thinking, what if I can't? What if my back won't let me do it? What if I'm having trouble breathing? And it's been okay. It was so encouraging. And on Saturday, the classroom is actually down a few stairs or an elevator, but I was able to walk down and up the stairs with no problem at all. So that was not even holding on. So it's good to see progress, because every day you don't see it. Carol, I'm so looking forward to coming to the guild. That's going to be so much fun. And the hosts have been wonderful. I think I'm teaching at the Empire Quilt Show in Albany in April. And so everybody's just been so wonderful as I'm going back and forth with all sorts of contracts and travel arrangements and such. No stairs at Warwick. Yes, I think I've taught at that building before. It seems like you walk in the building and there you are. So I'm looking forward to that. It's just so great after 2 years of pandemic and 2 years of iffy health to So it was like 2.5 years of pandemic, and then things fell apart for me for 2 years after that. Um, to be getting back to it. And whereas I didn't miss the travel, like airports, hotel, convention center, the grind of every week doing it. I miss the quilters. I miss the teaching. I miss helping people. I'm not going to be scheduling a lot, one a month, two a month at most. But I'm looking forward to coming back. So some of the pictures I've been taking, what I wanted to show you, it's February. I did not post February's quilt yet because I'm revealing it here. Let me share that with you. Let me open it up. I have February's color block quilt. And let me share that with you here. Window. Da, 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 da. That is the color block quilt. So that is 1, 2, 3, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 49 inches square thereabouts. So that is 16 color block squares. And we're going to cut half of them with the triangle. And then we're going to cut half of them with 2 corners off. And it takes four color blocks to make a heart. I can't get this dip out of a square unless I would put a prairie point over top of it. So this was my workaround, and I'm looking forward to getting that pattern to you and getting quilting, and I'm really feeling like I'm getting back to life. So it's lovely. So that is the quilt. And I think I'm going to put together, I think I've already done heart quilting for y'all. So I have to come up with a new way to quilt that. Because my challenge to myself is to quilt every color block, not the same as the one before. So we'll see how it goes. Thinking something lacy. I kind of miss kindergarten. Kindergarten Valentines, where you make your own Valentines and your own Valentine box, and you pass them out. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm thinking, what I always liked was the little doilies, those little paper doilies, and you'd cut those up and put them on your Valentines. Thinking of that when I'm quilting it. So maybe something lacy. We'll see. Other Valentine things I have for you is I have some Valentine fabric that is $8 a yard, and people have found it and started ordering it. So I put the links in the description of this video. They're available. I have a couple backings worth left of each. So hurry if you want yours. I only have one big bolt and one half bolt left. But if you want backings, there's that. If you want to use the red and white, if you're out of pinks and reds, obviously I went pink with mine. If you're out of pinks or reds, I have a pink Cutie Pack, which I've also linked to. When I was in Connecticut this weekend, my husband drove me because Grandpa got a play date with his grandchildren, and then he picked me up and we went to dinner with the kids. Now I gave my grandson, I gave him each a book. Gave the oldest grandson a copy of Around the World in 80 Days. And it was like a little pocket classic hardback, and it had gold edging on it with print that I couldn't begin to read. But it was the only hardback that I could get shipped to me in time. And I wanted to give him a hardback of it. Because I'm reading that now, and I thought he'd enjoy that. We've also read through Treasure Island. Are there other books that you would recommend? My grandson's 10, and I gave a picture storybook to the middle grandchild, and the baby got a board book. But as I'm going through the classics to stack up their library, now their library is incredibly robust. But I think my grandson was so impressed with the gilt edging, the gold leaf edging, that I'm going to have to try to look around for some nice copies of classics to share with him as I read it. So if you have any other thoughts, I was thinking I'll read Journey to the Center of the Earth or 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea, that sort of stuff. Maybe some Jack London. I'll have to see what's age appropriate. He's a very advanced reader. And the other thing I'm going to mention is if you're ordering fabric, do it today or tomorrow. Because I'm taking a really quick trip to Florida and I won't be home for the weekend to get fabric shipped out. So if you need something to get started, order it by tomorrow night. And I'm looking, the weather here has been lovely. It is currently 40 degrees, but I'm really looking forward to something warmer. My flight is going to be awful because I'm on a discount airline, which will probably be a middle seat because I only paid $86 for the round trip ticket and I'm not taking luggage. Just have a backpack to put under my seat. So we'll see how little I can get away with taking with me. A couple of changes of undies and t-shirt type of thing, a pair of flip-flops. That should do it, right? And then I'll wear a sweater that I can wear in case I get chilly in the evening. So that is what is new and what is here. But I am basically just super stoked and very excited to see how much better I've gotten and looking forward to coming back. Now, I said that last year and things went sideways, but this is the year. 2024, I'm going to do it. It was really funny over the weekend. A lot of TikTokers and things were putting up like January in review, and they were saying how terrible January was with all of the things that happened. And I watched all of those and I went, so much better than 2023. James Patterson, that's the boy with wings, right? That's the James Patterson series, Angel something maybe. I did enjoy those. I love Artemis Fowl. Patterson, Artemis. Hi, Madeline. I'm glad to see you here. I love Artemis Fowl. And they made a movie of it, and my husband watched it and told me not to watch it. So apparently it wasn't very good, and he doesn't want to ruin that series. But if you want to give yourself a present, get out some of the Artemis Fowl books on audio. So either buy them on Audible or download them on Libby or whatever and listen to them. The narrator is fantastic. The author is Owen Colfer, like Eoin, Irish. It's hilarious. It's a criminal mastermind who's like a little boy, and his family has no idea what he goes through. Ranger's Apprentice. Writing it down. The kid is a voracious reader. So, yeah, I can share my Artemis Fowl. I did like the James Patterson series. I read through that. I read a lot of young adult. I tend to. And he was actually looking at something I was doing and recently said, oh, I would like to learn how to make a quilt. So maybe that's something we can do at some point. Anyway, that's pretty much what I have for you this week. I'm going to spend some time this afternoon before physical therapy trying to interact with you via a newsletter or patterns or things like that. So I'm going to stay nailed to the computer until it's time to leave. And hopefully you'll be getting some love from me in your inbox. But I'll let you know the second the pattern is out for the heart quilt for February. You can start by making 16 red or pink or whatever color you want your hearts to be, color blocks, and we'll get you going. So I'm going to head off and do more work. It was good catching up with you. Let me see what time I'll be here next week. So today, do 11 to 12. Ooh, I'll be flying in the door. Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday is totally clear. I'll do it on Wednesday. I will see you next Wednesday at 2:30 in the afternoon, which is when I normally want this. We're only meeting at 2:30 today, New York time, because I have another procedure on my back tomorrow afternoon, and I won't be able to see you. So take care, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and I will see you again next Wednesday. Happy quilting.